Kia ora everyone, I'm Donnalouise from New Zealand and welcome to my YouTube channel for the love of puzzles. Recently, hubby called me. He was at a store. He said, I'm down the jigsaw puzzle aisle. I said, oh, what do you see? He said, have you ever seen scented jigsaw puzzles? And I replied, buy it. I don't care what they are, just buy them, buy them. Now, these two jigsaw puzzles, one of which is already completed here, are scented. They have fragrances. It's from the brand Hinkler, and I have done Hinkler jigsaw puzzles before. I'm familiar with them. Now, one thing to note, they're readily available in New Zealand. They're inexpensive. Each one of these 500 pieces costs 12 New Zealand dollars. At today's exchange rate, I don't even think that's 7 euros. So for that price, I'm willing to put up with a few things. One of which is the piece cut. There's a good variety of piece shapes, but the prongs are very similar. So depending on the image, you may encounter false fits, but it's 12 New Zealand dollars and kind of like a novelty product because these are scented. So I decided to build this one, the Lavender Fields one, off camera. They don't accredit any photographer on either one of the boxes, so I don't know who actually took the photo. This is from their Elevate Mindfulness series. And the funny thing is, I have this jigsaw puzzle on a board because it's covering up another jigsaw puzzle underneath. Too many jigsaw puzzles, people, too many. I'm tired of moving them all around, so I just try to cover them up. So that's what you can see underneath there, another puzzle. Now, to tell you the truth for this image, because the prongs are very similar, so the chance of false fits is high, I was careful, and I had that in mind already. But really, it was only in this darker area here, right here, I had a bit of issue, and one piece around the lines. But besides that, I really enjoyed it. I took my time. I liked the gradient in the sky. It wasn't too difficult. I liked the transition line. Yes, it did kind of remind me of Lupin's, and I did not time myself on this because I didn't speed puzzle it. I just did it casually, but it felt so much easier than Lupin's. Now, when I first opened the box, I could actually smell the lavender. And my husband walked in the room and he could smell it too. It wasn't overpowering, it was faint. I do realize some people just don't like fragrances whatsoever. But the way that you activate the fragrance is by touching the jigsaw puzzle. So there was obviously enough fragrance in this jigsaw puzzle that it, came up into the air. So you rub your hand on the jigsaw puzzle and you can smell, I can smell the lavender on my hand. It's so nice, it's just faint. Now I will admit that initial scent that I could smell in the air, it's gone from the box. I can't smell anything just right on top of the jigsaw puzzle. It's only if I rub it. So then this one is called Cool Peppermint. And I thought this one would look better on camera to build. And again, I was worried I'd have a lot of false fits and frustration with this one, so I decided not to record it. So the Cool Peppermint one, I opened the box. You see it's already open. I smell nothing, nothing at all. And so it'll be interesting to see if I really have to rub the pieces to activate the scent. Whereas the lavender, I could already smell it. This one, not at all. Now, another thing that I like about Hinkler, and I'm willing to pay, the $12 and get such a puzzle, even though the prong shapes are all similar, they use resealable bags. How lovely is that? So for 12 New Zealand dollars, approximately 7 euros, I'm getting a resealable bag, 500-piece jigsaw puzzle. That's a novelty. It has a scent to it. The box is a good size for the image. I mean, yes, I could always enjoy a bigger image, but I'm getting better. But I was fine. I had no trouble with it. And to tell you the truth, the number of false fits actually very minimal. And I would be surprised, I might have some in this one as well, but I don't think overall it would be too bad. It really depends on the image. So I thought, let's build the Cool Peppermint on camera. And during the time lapse, I want to talk about lavender and peppermint and the fragrances. And I do believe there's some belief in natural healing. I think lavender is calming, perhaps. Peppermint too, actually. That's probably why this is from their Mindfulness series. So yeah, I'll just find some facts about lavender and peppermint and I'll share that with you during the time lapse. My question to you all is, have you done a scented jigsaw puzzle? Would you enjoy that? Are you sensitive to fragrances? See, I love fragrances, but I have a very sensitive nose, very sensitive. I'm the type of person that will walk down the street, I'll cross someone and I'll go, oh, I need to go ask them. And I will go up to a perfect stranger and say, my goodness, I'm sorry, you smell so good. What fragrance are you wearing? And I'll get the perfume name from them. I've done that many, many times. I love perfumes, I love fragrances, I love candles, I love all of that. So this to me is a joy. But I do understand some people, no, perfumes bother them, fragrances bother them. But have you encountered a scented jigsaw puzzle before? And if so, leave like the name and the brand and the information below. But these are from Hinkler, this one is Lavender Fields, and this one is Cool Peppermint. I don't know why, like, I understand why they scented it peppermint, but why didn't they call it like Cool Peppermint, like waterfalls or something? The name doesn't quite fit the image, I guess is what I'm getting at. Or why didn't they put like peppermint candies? I guess that's not such a relaxing image as a gentle waterfall. But join me. Oh, do you want me to do? I'm gonna do it. An ASMR soft voice. And I will talk to you about lavender and peppermint. Feel free to mute me and skip ahead. Lavender is a genus of 47 known species of flowering plants in the mint family. It is native to the Old World and is found in Cape Verde and the Canary Islands, and from Europe across to northern and eastern Africa, the Mediterranean, Southwest Asia to India. Many members of the genus are cultivated extensively in temperate climates as ornamental plants for garden and landscape use, for use as culinary herbs, and also commercially for the extraction of essential oils. Lavender is used in traditional medicine and as an ingredient in cosmetics. Commercially, the plant is grown mainly for the production of lavender essential oil. English lavender yields an oil with sweet overtones and can be used in balms, salves, perfumes, cosmetics, and topical applications. Dutch lavender are widely cultivated for commercial use since their flowers tend to be bigger than those of English lavender, and the plants tend to be easier to harvest. They yield a similar essential oil, but with higher levels of terpenes, including camphor, which add a sharper overtone to the fragrance, regarded by some as a lower quality than that of English lavender. Lavender essential oil is one of the most popular and versatile essential oils used in aromatherapy. The oil promotes relaxation and has clinical research supporting its use as an aid for stress, anxiety, depression, and potentially various other conditions. Peppermint is a hybrid species of mint, a cross between watermint and spearmint. Indigenous to Europe and the Middle East, the plant is now widely spread and cultivated in many regions of the world. It is a popular flavoring for gum, toothpaste, and tea, and is also used to soothe an upset stomach or to aid digestion. It has a calming and numbing effect and is often used to treat headaches, skin irritation, nausea, diarrhea, menstrual cramps, flatulence, and anxiety associated with depression. It is also an ingredient in chest rubs, used to treat symptoms of the common cold. In test tubes, peppermint kills some types of bacteria, fungi, and viruses, suggesting it may have antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral properties. Menthol and methyl salicylate, the main ingredients in peppermint, have antispasmodic effects with calming effects on the gastrointestinal tract. Several studies support the use of peppermint for indigestion and irritable bowel syndrome. So it's the next day. I finished the Cool Peppermint Mountain Waterfall Jigsaw Puzzle last night. And this is so very interesting. Now, the only dates I can find on the two boxes are 2021. That's it. But I'm not convinced that's when the Jigsaw Puzzle was maybe produced. the piece cuts are quite different. In fact, I enjoyed the piece cut of the cool Peppermint jigsaw puzzle so much. The prongs have a variety of shapes. They're not just all kind of like the similarly rounded prongs from the Lavender fields. Now, this sky was tricky. It took me some time, but it was fun and it was manageable. Also, you'll notice for 500 pieces, these are quite large jigsaw puzzles. The pieces are larger, which I enjoy. They're thin, but then again, 12 New Zealand dollars. So, the problem was it didn't smell. I can't smell any peppermint at all on this jigsaw puzzle. No, nothing. So, I don't know if this was an older version and perhaps the scent has dissipated over time, or there was a problem with production and it actually wasn't really scented. In fact, I had the box for Lavender Fields over in the other room. And when I just went to grab it to film this, I actually still kind of got a waft of the lavender from the box. So the lavender is definitely nice. It's scented. I'm sure after a while it will dissipate also, but at least the puzzling experience was fun and enjoyable and I could smell it. The cool peppermint, there's nothing cool or pepperminty about the scent. It just smells like cardboard. So was it a defect in the scent, or is this a really old jigsaw puzzle and just over time it's lost its fragrance? I don't know. It does say that it's touch activated, and the thing is, if you do touch and rub this little corner, you can smell the lavender, but you can't smell any cool peppermint. So pros and cons to both, because I love the smell of the lavender. I was really looking forward to smelling the peppermint. Nope. But I really like the piece cut on this quite a bit. So there you go. I mean, for Hinkler puzzles, I like to buy them when there's something different or special about them, and if the price is right. And the price was definitely right, so I still did really enjoy it for 12 New Zealand dollars, that's for sure. But let me know again in the comments below, have you come across any scented jigsaw puzzles? Did you keep them long term? Like, will the smell stay long term? I just wonder about that. But yeah, and are you a fan of fragrances, and what's your favorite smell? My favorite combination is a vanilla lemon scent. I love that combination so very much. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. For the love of puzzles, I hope you enjoy my videos. Please consider subscribing, and until next time, ciao! Tippy-toe, tippy-toe, tippy-toe through lavender, tippy-toe, ah, waterfall! Why didn't you smell? Never thought I'd say that to a jigsaw puzzle.